Hi there, welcome to Friday's market commentary. I've got a chart here of the S&P 500, which was down today about 15 points on the S&P 500. We had the Nasdaq down about 29 points and the Dow down about 157, which doesn't seem really bad, but considering the Dow was up over 250 points at one time, it's a pretty good drop to the downside here. So looking at the S&P 500, we can see that our trend is pretty favorably bearish here. Our stochastics, if we come all the way across here, are all the way down here. I'm sorry, the MACD lines anyway are all the way down here at the support levels coming across. So you can see we're all the way down at the very bottom before we finally turn higher here for the entire year. So we could see a bounce pretty soon, and we're sitting very near support levels here, and we'll point those out in just a moment. We're going to go with resistance up here, about 1168 right in through this level through here, about 1168 for our resistance level, and about almost 1,000, maybe 1,100 here for support. But in order for us to find support, we're going to have to go back quite a ways. So let me show you where that's going to be. We'll pull up a different chart here. Let's go with a 4-year chart, and we'll see the difference here. To find support here, we got to go all the way back to where we are here, and we're down back here now in October of 2004 to find our support levels, where the lows back here were 1095, and right now we're at 1099, so we're only 4 points away from the low back here about 4 years ago. So we're about four years ago for support level at this area here, where we are now at 1099, and support here is at 1095. So we're going to go support at 1095, resistance at about 1168 on our charts, and we're going to go short-term bearish, longer-term bearish, although there's a really good chance we had some really heavy selling here. We think about it, we've gone all the way down here from 1300 all the way down here to 1100, 200-point drop on the SPX and just about a month here, which is just an extreme amount. So nothing drops forever, so eventually we're going to have to see a bounce, but right now we're going to have to say that the trend is short-term bearish, longer-term bearish, and until we get some type of positive news that pushes us up back above 1168 here, we're going to remain in a bearish situation on the S&P 500. Okay, let's take a look at the Nasdaq and see what that looks like. Alright, here's our chart of the Nasdaq, down about 29 points today, a little bearish as well. You can see that the short-term trend here is to the downside, dropping through here, and we've already had a pretty good drop. We've dropped more than what's normal through here, so anytime now we should get a bounce. The histograms and the MACD lines here are way in oversold territory, so we're way beyond what's normal for a drop, so anytime we should be able to get a bounce, and unless we get any kind of really positive news, I'm just going to remain bearish right now on the Nasdaq with support around 1904, right now 1904, about 40 points lower, 1904, and resistance up here around 2150. Right in through here is going to be our resistance level here at 2150. Now to get to that support level, I had to go back about 3 years to find that one, so we're going to go back to a 3-year chart here, and we can go back to find support all the way back down in through here about 3 years ago at 1904 coming across. So we're pretty close to that right now on the 1904 level, so I'd say that I'm going to be short-term bearish, longer-term bearish until we start to see some type of buying going on, and I'm not seeing that buying just yet, but until that buying does start to come up, we have to remain bearish. I do think we're probably going to have some positive news coming back here pretty soon. We got March of 2005 right here for our support levels at the lows right in through here. So until we see some positive news, we have to remain a little bit more bearish in our trades and wait for that news to come out. Meantime, short-term bearish, longer-term bearish on the Nasdaq as well. Support 1904, resistance level at 2150. All right, hope that helps. Keep an eye on news. News does have a tendency to change everything, and I wish you the best.